Megawat, you can allow the participants, Megawat. They're waiting for a long time. And mute
Yes,
everyone.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You
I am
can mute
allowing.
everyone. Yeah, you can mute everyone. Yeah. Ma'am, we can start, ma'am.
Yes. So we are starting now.
Yes, ma'am. You can start.
A very good afternoon to all the participants. My name is Arpita Das, Assistant Professor, Supreme Knowledge Foundation, and I am the moderator of this session today. I welcome you all in this inspiring young leaders session, which is organized by Association of Indian Management Schools focusing on empowering the next generation, fostering entrepreneurship in building better world. This session aims to address developing entrepreneurial skill, encouraging innovation, promoting social responsibility, cultivating a growth mindset, supporting sustainable development, fostering global citizenship. Today, we have with us Dr. Shafique Ahmed as speaker of this session. Dr. Ahmed is currently working as an assistant professor at Supreme Knowledge Foundation, Kolkata. He has completed his PhD in management from Alia University, Kolkata. He has 8 years of corporate and 6 years of teaching experience. He has published many research papers in reputed journals of UGC Care 1, Scopus, Wave of Science, and ABDC Index journals. He has also presented several research papers in multiple international conferences. His expertise and research interests lie in the MSME sector, adoption of digitalization, AI, and ML in management, and digital marketing are the research area of Dr. Shafique Ahmed. Before I hand over the session to our respected speaker, sir, few instructions for the participants. Request all the participants to mute themselves during the session. You can use chat box for questions which will be answered during question answer session. You will be given 15 minutes and time for that. Feedback and attendance link will be shared in the question answer session, and which will be available only for 15 minutes. Certificates will be issued to only those participants who submits the feedback form. Now we all are eagerly waiting to listen to you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Arpita ma'am, for introducing the importance of the topic to all of us. Today, the topic of discussion is empowering the next generation, fostering entrepreneurship and building a better world. Let me first share my screen and then proceed with the presentation. Before proceeding, let me take the pleasure to thank Dr. Sudhir Sharma, President AIMS, Dr. Ramakanta Patra, Vice President East, Dr. C.H. Durga Prasad, Executive Secretary, and other dignitaries and members of AIMS for this opportunity. So moving forward, let us first understand what we are supposed to learn through this presentation. Through this presentation, we will be discussing about the importance of entrepreneurship, the different barriers and the solutions for a smoother path. We won't be discussing a lot about the basics of entrepreneurship, like what is entrepreneurship and what are the different types due to time constraints and gravity of the requirement of different topics to be discussed under this title. Then we'll understand the power of empowerment to change the world. We'll understand the different traits and significance of the younger generation and their contribution to make a better world. We will then move forward to learn and understand how and where do we want our future generation to live, including us also, in a better world. And then we'll be concluding the session. So let us discuss and know about entrepreneurship. We all know about the definition of entrepreneurship. We have gone through different courses. We have our academic courses also, but I won't be touching a lot about entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is considered as one of the most important economic backbone of any country. Through employment generation, contribution towards the GDP, and through innovation, this importance is well established. Entrepreneurs, through their creativity, through their risk-taking ability and a passion for problem solving, is creating a positive impact in the society, and it is quite evident. We we hear the different news. We see the different products being launched, different innovation. We experience different innovation, and we are in such a world wherein we see different types of innovations or different types of facilities being provided to the consumers, at every aspect, at every moment of our life. So let us move forward and dig deeper into the topic. Discussing about entrepreneurship, and not discussing about few. There are many innovators or entrepreneurs who means for whom we should say something, but I will stick around to three of my favorites. First one is Thomas Edison. We all know about Thomas Edison. Through his different research, through his different patents, he has more than 1,000 patents. He revolutionized electricity and modern technology. We all know about Henry Ford, mainly the car manufacturing company Ford. They pioneered the mass production of automobiles, making them accessible to the masses. And finally, one of my favorites, Steve Jobs. He co-founded Apple and transformed personal computing and smartphone industries. And also through Pixar animation, he transformed the way we love to see animated movies. So, touching a few things about entrepreneurship before moving forward or jumping into the main content of this topic, we see different diversified entrepreneurial parts. We see small businesses, we see different social entrepreneurs, we see different tech startups, and these things, it's quite evident in the society. If you if you want to see the practical aspect of that, we have, let's go to any e-commerce portal and you can see there are n number of companies, n number of entrepreneurs, or n number of entrepreneurial ventures. They are giving us different types of products that we are quite used to and fond to, and that we love to use in our day-to-day life. So I am not going deeper. Again, I'm sorry, I am not going deeper into the different definitions related with social entrepreneur and all those. Next, we'll be discussing about the impact of entrepreneurship. As I have already said about the impact of entrepreneurship through economic growth. We have seen its contribution in GDP. We can go through the data provided by Government of India through MSME annual report, or the different data provided by our government, how entrepreneurship is driving our gross domestic product. They are creating jobs. They are one of the largest employment generator in modern world in India, as I'm speaking. And through different entrepreneurial venture, it's first different competition. Through the second one is through innovation. We give different novel solutions to all the different types of needs that we are having. As day by day in this modern world, we are time conscious. We want products within our affordability, and accessibility is also given very much important. And we need the products then and there. Means we are not that much well versed about waiting about the different products that we need, and we want those types of products that will make our life much more easier. So through innovation, entrepreneurs are providing us with the different products that we need. They are creating a ripple effect, or they are creating a positive impact through different social change. And we know in this digital world, we know different entrepreneurs are having means crossing international borders, and they are having their presence felt in different markets apart from the markets within the country. In the 21st century, if I talk about entrepreneurship in this era or in this century, the biggest boost has been provided by digitalization, with different access to different technologies, with different, we can see that with the usage of AI, with the usage of different softwares, different tools, the entrepreneurship or the entrepreneurial ventures are getting a different boost. And these types of boosts are very much necessary, very much needed to move forward and to create a better world by providing all kinds of things that we need within our time frame, within our price bracket. Next, moving forward, we all are concerned about sustainability. We all are concerned about what we want to leave for our next generation, what what we want our next generation to deal with, what are the different resources we are leaving for our next generation. So in modern world, entrepreneurship are too much focused about sustainability aspect, also creating different environmentally conscious products, eco-friendly products and services are also being produced in different companies and through different ventures. And finally, talking about societal impact, obviously, by creating value beyond just profits and by addressing different global changes as well as different micro changes, micro challenges also, entrepreneurs are giving us the solution of different problems that our society is facing. So let us just touch few of the barriers and the solutions of the different barriers towards choosing the path of entrepreneurship. The first one, as we know, in India, the majority of the population belongs to the middle class, somewhat higher middle class to middle class and lower middle class population. The majority of the population we belong in this bracket. So this is one of the most important aspect for choosing a path apart from doing a job. And this is a big challenge for all of us, how to get a startup capital. The different interest rates are not that much friendly. There are different collateral. We don't get collateral support and all those things. And the solutions are somewhat provided by the government, are somewhat provided by the ministry through different micro loans, through we have seen different types of crowdfunding funding ventures, different angel number of angel investors have increased, number of venture capitalist has increased. Though somewhat these financial barriers are being taken care of, but not to that much that we will get means we'll get the desired number of entrepreneurs. Next, about talking about the educational gaps, yes, there is a subject called entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship theory and practice or entrepreneurship related subject, but we have to encourage different practical aspects of entrepreneurship courses through different experiential learning, through different case studies, through different practical exposures, so that the interest is properly culminated, the interest is properly enriched in the minds of the youngsters to think about entrepreneurship as their first choice rather than jobs as their first choice. Next, another important aspect is the market accessibility. Here we can see that the market, in different market we see a saturation is there, or the competition is fierce, and there are limited market research about different products that we are planning or catering to give to the society, and this is also been taken care by different corporates, by different government organizations, through different marketing research tools, through niche marketing strategies, through different unique value propositions. This is one aspect that has been taken care in the last decade by the government. There are different regulatory hassles, the different paperworks and different forms or different things that we need to have, different permissions that we need to have before starting up our ventures. There are different it used to have complex regulations, it used to have high compliance costs, and there were different types of delays. Nowadays, with different with the usage of digitalization, nowadays the process has been simplified, the regulations has been simplified, and there are different forums or different places where we can give proper legal advices, and that also different types of important advices that will make this regulatory hurdles a smoother one. So I have discussed about few hurdles and the few solutions related with those hurdles. Let us discuss how to counter these barriers on a different aspect. If we counter these barriers on a different aspect, we have to have proper entrepreneurial education and training through different entrepreneurship development programs, different types of foundation skills, or different types of means by encouraging our students to or encouraging the youngsters to take different types of risk, to explore their mind, to explore their ideas through different programs or through different workshops or different courses or different competitions like hackathons and all types of student related competition, where we can means create an interest among the students. Next, through mentorship and networking, I'll be a bit fast in discussing about these aspects, because these aspects are the core need for the better understanding of the main crux of the title. So through mentorship and networking, there are different mentorship programs wherein we pair different young entrepreneurs with experienced mentors, and they discuss about a lot. As we can see through the picture itself, there we through these type of discussions, a better direction, a better support, a better advices can be shared amongst young entrepreneurs and experienced mentor through different networking ventures, means through incubators or different startup events or different online communities. There are different offline communities also. We get to know and we get to understand about the different aspects of moving forward in this venture. Talking about policy support for entrepreneurs, as many researchers points out that government intervention or government support plays a major role in the acceptance of anything apart from job category. So talking about policy support from entrepreneurs, there are different funding opportunities being provided not only by the government but by the banking sector. There are different crowdfunding opportunities also. There are different grants, there are different schemes. There are different institutes, even the government of India through different institutes, and they are creating different incubators or accelerators through which they provide the resources, the mentorship, the business development support. And as I was talking about the government in intervention, there are different tax incentives, there are different startup grants, there are different regulatory support that the government gives for promoting entrepreneurship, or gives for respecting the importance of youth and their different abilities to change the world. We'll be discussing about their abilities, we'll be discussing about their traits in the different slides by moving forward. Next, the main important aspect, the young entrepreneurs, the young generation. The young generation, I missed one important quotation in my first slide, and it was a quotation of Steve Jobs. He says that we have to be crazy enough to fulfill or to come out with that sort of energy to convert a dream into reality. And we are well aware, and we should accept that our generation, the positively speaking, the craziness quotient of our generation is much more on the lower side than the craziness quotient of the younger generation. They have a different visionary young minds. They have seen many things. They have the digital world within their grasp, and they know how to utilize the digital world properly, and they know about the different global challenges and everything. So talking about this slide can be divided into two parts. On the right hand side, we can see few faces. We can recall few faces. These faces are part of those young generation that have changed the country, that have changed the mindset of entrepreneurship. And on the other hand, these are few of the traits. We'll be discussing more about the traits about the younger generation. So the younger generation, we can see a fresh perspective among younger generation. They bring innovative ideas. They challenge conventional. They challenge conventional thinking, and they are too much proficient about technology. Talking about the technology, we have through we see if we see the historical evidences, we have seen the introduction of computer to the banking system. And at that moment of time, the older generation was not that much happy with the usage of computer. But nowadays, banking without computer, banking without technology, and bankers without technology, we cannot think of that. So the technological proficiency, it has changed. It has drastically changed. We started our life with a normal landline connection, and we came to 5G connection right now. But this younger generation, they started with maybe 3G, and they are into 5G world. They have seen, they are lucky to be experiencing AI. They are lucky to be experiencing the power of technology in such a young period of time. So the technological proficiency, the courses have changed, the different process have changed, the interest have changed, and these interests, these technology proficiency are driving them towards different entrepreneurial ventures, obviously technology driven entrepreneurial ventures. We used to, again, I'm talking about the past and the present, or the past and the future. In the past, thinking about a business was to think about a certain boundary, a certain physical boundary, but we don't think in today's modern world, in today's younger generation, I don't think so. They are quite happy to be content within a border. They are quite happy to be content within a certain limit. They are happy and they are eager to explore the different countries, different markets, and they are happy to have a collaborative approach and move forward. So, as we all were talking, these are the few aspects, few things that are very much needed, or you can see that you can say that these are one of the most important pillars of entrepreneurship. And talking about these pillars, we always talk about creativity. We always talk about innovation. We always talk about innovative solutions, innovative products, innovative world, innovative life. We always talk about creativity in such aspect. We talk about risk-taking abilities. These are the things that we talk about when we discuss about entrepreneurship. And if you talk about creativity, there are boundless energy of creativity in young minds. They love to think out of the box. They love to travel on different paths. They think that is suitable, and they are happier to use different innovative solutions, and they are happier to develop different innovative solutions, not only for themselves but to solve the problem in the society. They are the risk-taking ability are on the higher side in the younger generation. They know how to take calculative risks. They are much more resilient, and they are much more adaptable to different situations wherein we face different risks related to our career. Leadership, obviously, we have seen younger leaders. We have seen different younger leaders, not only in our country, but also outside the country, wherein we have seen what changes that brings to the table when they become a leader, be it a political leader, be it a leader in a company, younger person who is leading the company. We have seen how drastically, or I'll not use drastically, how positively the scenario, or the economic scenario of that company changes. Collaborative, if I talk about collaboration, obviously younger people are not afraid to work together. They are not afraid to leverage each other's strengths. They are not afraid to move forward in a team. So these are few of the traits in younger generation that are very much vital in creating a better world, or very much vital in understanding what we should be expecting from a better world. So moving forward to the next aspect or next segment of this presentation, the power of empowerment. Obviously, we all want to be empowered, maybe through a job, maybe through our own entrepreneurial venture. We want to have that self-belief. We want to pursue our dreams. We want to overcome the challenges with our confidence. And these self-belief, or these deep sense of containment of our happiness is only possible because of our empowerment, because of the different platforms through which we feel empowered. We get the autonomy also. Yes, it grants young people the freedom to make their choices. They love to get the freedom when at the time for their own personal and professional growth. And obviously, entrepreneurship provides that path through this younger generation. As we were already, as in the previous slide, I was talking about the resilient nature of the younger generation. They love to bounce back from set. They are strong enough to bounce back from different setbacks. They learn from their failures, and they have the ability to strive towards their goals. Finally, positive impacts. Obviously, we all want a positive impact, not only the younger generation, but we also want a positive impact in the society. The society or the country or different places of the country are facing different problems, and we are looking towards this younger generation to solve the problems and to give us a better world or give the next generation the better world. So, what is the path forward? How to move forward? First, we have to empower ourselves, provide the resources, support, and opportunity to help diverse entrepreneurs thrive. We have to innovate, or we shouldn't stop creativity or innovation. We should unleash the power of diverse perspective to drive groundbreaking innovations. We should transform and build a better and prosperous world through entrepreneurship. I think I have many things, many much more things to share. We will be happy to cover it within the time, and I think that these things will be covered within the time. I'm a bit fast, so the moment has come. I can be a bit. I can take the leverage to be a bit slower, talking about the empowerment and the different aspects in the coming slides. So talking about means how means we can give a platform to the next generation or to the younger generation, how we can empower them to have a proper place or a proper environment to properly utilize their intellects, properly utilize their energy, properly utilize their younger minds to give us a better venture and to give us a better world. We all know about the importance and the strength of mentorship. We all know what mentorship can change, how it can change, how discussions with experienced mentors or discussions with different experienced entrepreneurs or different guidance and support from seniors, how that helps us to get a better path or to choose a better path, help us to be in a better position to get a good solution or get a good knowledge about what to do next. Next, obviously, this one should be coming on the first as the first point, but still, mentorship, I think motivation or the confidence is much more needed and than the access to capital, because we dream, we think about different ideas, we think about different products, we think about different solutions, but somewhat or the other we are either afraid or we are either lost in the crowd, and we don't come up we don't execute that things, that ideas, that dreams into practical life or into a product or services. So a better motivation, a better guidance is much more needed. Next, as we as to talk about the access to capital, obviously there should be a better platform by not only by the government but by the banking sector also, so that the entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, the younger generation with their different ideas, with their different innovations should be properly respected and should be properly given access to easy and smooth capital. We are very much positive about the support of the government. We need what I'll say, it will be means all the younger generation will be happy to have somewhat low interest related loans or a certain period time frame wherein we are not burdened with the interest of the loans. So easy access to capital, proper access to capital, and different lower interest on the lower side are the most important aspect that we are expecting. and these things will act as a boom to the next generation to convert their ideas into reality. Next, advocating for change. Obviously, the policies and the programs to dismantle the barriers that we were discussing, that should be properly implemented. We have different policies, we have different programs. The implementation are also there, but the implementation should be proper, as in should cater to the different demands of the different types of entrepreneurs, and these policies or programs should be molded to solve each and every grassroots problems of these entrepreneurs. Next, moving forward, what are the different entrepreneurial opportunities or different platforms through which we can nurture, or through which we can create the interest of entrepreneurship? We can have different pitch competitions wherein we get the chance to showcase our business idea, and we compete for different prizes, we compete for investment. Talking about this, it's talking about the different opportunities. You all know about Shark Tank. We all have seen the different episodes of Shark Tank, or at least we have seen short videos of Shark Tank. It gives the entrepreneur the platform to seek the guidance of big sharks, to get funding from them, to get the support from them, and to pitch their product, or to make their product visible to the world. So there can be different types of these type of programs, these type of competitions. There can be different accelerator types of programs wherein funding it provides funding opportunity, mentorship, and it provides different resources. Not only we need funds, we need different ideas, different helps in different paths in which these younger generation will be playing. Next, different types of local initiatives. Obviously, we should encourage entrepreneurs to support different networks or different programs within their community. It will give them a sense of belongingness. It will help them to understand how their creativity or how their venture are changing the mindset of the people, and how they are contributing towards making a better world. Different in this modern world, in this edtech world, edtech era, we have different virtual learning opportunities through which we can sharpen our skills. The younger generation should sharpen their skills and be better prepared with different entrepreneur skills to face the world and to change the world. So these are the different resources we have already discussed about the entrepreneurial resources. We have different funding opportunities. We should give a proper educational platform wherein the experience, through experiential learning, through practical exposure, we should give a different platform to the students to get a better to the younger generation to get a better view of what they can have or what they can give to the society through their entrepreneurial venture. Then different these two things has already been discussed about the networking events, the incubators and accelerators. The future, yes, this is important, though the picture is the same that was used in the previous slide. I think, yes, the picture is the same. The future is inclusive. Obviously, in this present era, in the coming era also, in the coming future also, we have a very positive, thriving ecosystem. We have a diverse founders, and we have a diverse field to jump into. We have a diverse field through which we can contribute. We have somewhat a level playing field in different opportunities. You can jump into each and every category in the current world. The number of obviously the competitors are increasing, but the number of users are aware of the products. The number of users are easily aware of the features, qualities, and the different helpfulness or the solutions that the products can provide to them. And for that reason, the field is somewhat a level playing field wherein we can compete, we can come up with different ideas, and we can explore. Obviously, there is a transformative impact of entrepreneurship. Again and again, this will be a common point, and this should be a common point, that entrepreneurship always drives economic growth. It should be coupled, just not only this, that should be thoughtful about the profits or the economic growth, but through the economic growth, the social progress is there, and through the social progress, you can experience a positive change, in not only in the society but the lives of different people. So talking about the younger generation, we have discussed a lot. Younger generation, they are very much ready to identify the problem. They have the ability to turn passion into action. They are obviously an inspiration, and that inspiration, and they are not afraid to change. They are ready to jump, and they are ready to do a big jump and make a difference. So next, final chapter, final section of our presentation, a better world. What are we expecting from a better world? We are means from the last decade, we have discussed, or we have heard a lot about sustainability, and this has been one of the most important topic, maybe in G20 summit, or maybe different types of summit by the world leaders. And we are concerned about the environment preservation. We are concerned about the different sources of energy, basically the renewable sources of energy. We are concerned about the recyclement of wastages. We are concerned about the different sustainability practices, so that we can safeguard our planet for future generation. We are concerned about the social equity, the fair distribution of wealth, the fair distribution of the opportunity between individuals. We are not this younger generation shouldn't be happy, and we are not happy about the divide that is there in the society. So the social equity, if you get a social equity, the world will be a bit better. Technological innovation, obviously it enhances education, it saves different global changes, solves different global challenges. It improves the quality of life. It makes our life much more easier. It makes a task much more easier. So in a better world, we will expect much more technological innovation to be on the higher side. We will be happy with the collaborative spirit. We will be happy for any positive change. We'll be happy to collaborate with communities. We'll be happy to collaborate with individuals, and we will happy to the younger generation will be much more happier to create a positive societal change. So talking about the path to a better world, means clubbing both entrepreneurship and better world, and discussing about the path to it. First, obviously, identifying opportunities are very much important. To understand what are the different things, what are the different unmet needs, what are the different untapped markets, or the different opportunities that a younger generation should look forward or should take care. And what are the different driving changes, or what are the different ideas that can be put into action, or what are the different needs what are the different disruptions that we need to have a positive change. And then finally, these things coupled with ideas and the need, the younger generation can build a better future, wherein we can have a positive social impact, a sustainable environment for us and for the next generation. So, summing up, a better world starts here. I empowered youth with innovative solutions and a sustainable impact. So if you have empowered with youth, and if you get different innovative solutions, we can have a sustainable impact. So I am on the last leg of this presentation. Maybe few slides are left. I'll make it fast and complete it within the time. So these are few of the innovative projects catalyzing different sustainable change. We are much more concerned about clean energy solutions. We are much more concerned about inclusive education initiatives. We are much more concerned about different waste management breakthroughs, wherein we know there has been groundbreaking events or innovations wherein we were happy, or we were successful in converting waste to wealth products. We are very much happy, and we look forward to the different social impacts created through different startups by solving the different social initiatives, both in the micro as well as the macro level of the country. So again, these are the three important things that we discuss, and we see it, we are concerned about in this era. And we are concerned because we need to have a better world for our next generation. Already, we are focused much more on renewable energy, be it solar, wind, or geothermal energy. Because we want to reduce our carbon footprints, we are much more focused on circular economy. The circular economy related with reuse, repair, and recycling of products, minimizing waste and resource depletion. We are very much concerned about sustainable materials, how the different things are used. Are they biodegradable? Are they properly they can be properly recycled, or upcycled materials are being used in product and packaging. So I am not going deeper into these. You can go through the internet to search about the different disruptive sustainable businesses being created by Tesla through their zero emission electric vehicles, Patagonia through different environmental responsibility and social justice programs, Impossible Foods. They changed the concept of plant-based meat. They gave us the concept of plant-based meat. Tom's one-to-one business model, we know about that. We can study a much more deeper about that through different websites. We have seen fintech enabling sustainability through blockchain, through mobile technologies, or mobile payments, peer-to-peer lending. We have experienced these changes. These are a few other changes that I am happy to show you all. We know about the different renewable energy startups. We have experience, and we are experiencing a lot about different sustainable fashion, the different eco-conscious brands that are using recycled materials, or that are giving us that type of clothing which can be easily recycled, and that are not harmful to the environment. We have seen different sustainable food systems wherein different innovations or different startups have shown different innovations, how to properly solve the different pertinent issues related with food waste, sustainable agriculture, and plant-based alternatives. So lastly, summing up each and everything, how should we ignite the entrepreneurial spirit among the youngsters? And not only how, we should. And means this is a message to the younger generation. They should think about their capabilities. They should understand about their capabilities. They should have the trust on themselves, and they should think again and again to identify their passion. They should think again and again how the different ideas that they are coming up with should can make the society a better one. How the different ideas can give us a better platform. How the different ideas that they are thinking, or how their different dreams can change the world and give us a better place. Obviously, we should also, the other generation, the older generation and the mid-older generation, should also be focused and eager to ignite and identify this passion on the younger generation, and so that they become eager to solve and turn their ideas into a viable business. We should also, or not only the passion should be coupled up with our skills. We should continuously learn, in this present era, with the boom in edtech, you get multiple materials to learn. You get multiple websites, you get multiple videos, you get multiple biographies, multiple places where you can learn and develop different skills that are needed to be much more ready, much more future ready, and that are needed to have a better platform or better place to convert these ideas into a viable business. Lastly, this younger generation should be, what I'll say, should have the patience, should have the courage in capital and bold, and they should embrace challenges. They should be not afraid of the obstacles. They should have that determination that yes, they can. Without the different determination, without this resilient nature, the older generation also have not stopped. They have given us what we are using today, and your generation will give the next generation the things that they might be using in future, and that be beneficial and helpful for them in the future. So I was talking about this. There are different entrepreneurship blogs. There are different educational videos. There are different digital courses. There are different educational online communities. So I plan to start with two quotations, but I moved on. But I'm ending with the quotation of Eleanor Roosevelt, and your journey starts here. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So dream is always beautiful. Believe in the beauty of this your dreams. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you are saying. Believe in what you can do. Believe in what changes you can have in the society, and believe how these changes can give not only you a better world, but the older generation as well as the younger generation a better sustainable world. So I'm ending this with a hope that we will contribute towards building a better world. And not only a hope, it's a prayer from our side, and it's a support and love from our side to the younger generation that we will contribute towards building a better world, better sustainable world. And thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful presentation, which provided us with a wealth of knowledge. All the participants, you are requested to write your questions in the chat box now. You can write your questions in the chat box, sir will answer. Participants, you are requested to write the question in the chat box if you have any question.
Please watch here. Please watch here. The phone times. Yeah.
We have a question from Mr. Kiran Kumar. What do you think is the pain point for the young entrepreneurs in today's world?
Before getting the answer,
Okay, I request all the participants, the attendance and feedback form is there available in the chat box. You please fill up the form because the form will remain available only for 15 minutes. All the participants, you are requested to fill up the attendance and feedback form, which is there in the chat box.
thank you, ma'am. And the question was, what are the different pain points that young entrepreneurs in today's world face? We have discussed different. There are too many pain points, but if we talk about few important points, it can be related with funding, because if we get if the younger generation, as we were talking, they are strong enough to face the world, they are strong enough to face different difficulties, but getting rejected by the investors again and again, it strikes a lot on the confidence and the wallet and the time of and the interest also of the younger generation. So that is one aspect. Second aspect, the technical expertise. We do have a world, or we do have an era wherein we are having different technical expertise, but these technical expertise is somewhat limited to the means towards being in the corporate world rather than to be within the entrepreneurial space or entrepreneurial platform. And somewhat we are still some means uh, facing that facing that problem of large number, means facing the problem of in talking about the large number of technical experts for our business. We are facing that in both in the MSME sector, in both if I talk about apart from the MSME sector, we face that problem everywhere. Either we are diverted towards different technical, we are focused about one simple one path in the technical revolution that we are having. Again, another pain point, if we can think about, are obviously lack of support in one of while searching for a write up in a research paper. I accidentally, you can say, I came up with this different research paper that said that doing a business is the last choice in our society, and getting a job, mainly getting a government job, is always first priority. Though this concept is changing, but businessman or business, I'm using that word business or businessman, business takes the back seat, as still now also there are many places, many geographical areas wherein businessman or the thought of doing a business are taking in a negative way. It means we generally judge those people that they are not having that intellect to get a government job. For that reason, they have nowhere to go and to join a business. So there is a lack of support or mentorship. We don't know with whom we should discuss our ideas. Somewhat we are, though we have the platform, though we have digital world, though we have everything within our grasp, we have different AI platforms, we have chat GPTs, different easy platforms, different social media platforms through which we can interact with many people. But still, the support is not that much, or the support that is too much needed for these types of activities are not much relevant in our society. And there are many things: the cash flow, the technology, the legal compliance. Maybe you can say about the different cyber security risks also. We are means the infrastructure wise, if we see within our country, the infrastructure, we have to import many things. We have to import many machines, we have to import many technologies, and somewhere we face this hindrance also in executing what we are thinking about, or what we are trying to convert for the.
Thank you, sir, for this answer. So I again request all of you, it's a reminder to all of you, just fill up the attendance feedback form. It is available in the chat box, and it will remain available only for 15 minutes. I only already 5-7 minutes is over. So fill up the form so that we can issue certificates to you. Okay, we have one more question from Mr. Koshi. What entrepreneurial skills are required in order to be successful in the corporate world? Sir.
I'm happy that both the questions in this session, both the questions are too much interesting, and they are apt and appropriate to be discussed. And I means on the funnier side, my presentation was of 70. The initial presentation of was of 74 slides. And I had to discuss about entrepreneurship. I had to discuss about empowerment. I had to discuss about younger generation, and still I was afraid that I was not doing justice in those 74 slides, but due to time constraint, it has to be narrowed down, and it came down to 39 finally. And these things were properly discussed there also, but I haven't got the chance. Thank you for both the questions that I got the chance to answer or somewhat shed a light on these two aspects. See, different skills, if I talk about means the different skills that are needed to survive, means when we talk about survival, we always talk about Darwin, survival of the fittest. And to be fit, we have to be creative, not only through our thought process, but we should be creative in finding out different solutions. We taking out different aspects in the society wherein we are getting the chance to give something to the society. We should be much more innovative in not only in our thought process but in our work also. During my MBA days, the one thing that I will never forget was optimum utilization of resources. This sentence I'll never forget. So this sentence should be properly implemented in all our works, be it in creativity, be it through innovation. Obviously, we should be means we should have that again and again. I'll be happy to use. I am forgetting that full dialogue of Hindi movie, but कोई भी चीज शिद्दत से मांगो तो कायनात भी तुम्हारा बन जाता है. तो ये वो determination and that shiddat should be there, and we should not be afraid of risk taking and the failures. We should have the ability to proper plan and manage. We shouldn't jump. Maybe this younger generation is somewhat restless. This younger generation, though they have each and everything within their grasp, be it AI, be it different knowledge, be it technology, but sometimes the restlessness becomes a hindrance for them to properly execute and utilize their ability to plan and manage products, manage different projects. Obviously, good and effective communication is very much needed. Obviously, good communication, effective communication, these words can be described properly. Maybe it needs one complete session to describe effective communication or good communication. So I am sticking with these two words. So good and effective communications are properly needed to they should be able to sell both themselves and their ideas or products. And the focus, obviously, this younger generation are in a world wherein there are too many diversion, and in these diversion we should be strong enough to focus on the ideas that we have and the ideas that we need to execute. Obviously, many points are there that needs to be discussed through that. Finally, there should be a proper eagerness to learn. We shouldn't be dormant to new changes. We shouldn't close ourselves to different ideas, or we shouldn't have this notion that we have the technology, the technology to ask anyone anything. I mean, we have the technology to ask the AI to answer me rather than a human being to answer me and solve me and be my support. They should be eager to learn. They should have that eagerness to use the experiences of the present generation as well as the older generations. And these things can somewhat be what I'll say, be a platform or be a support for the younger generation to deal with each and every type of problem they are facing and they will be facing in the coming future. Thank you.
Yes. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. As we are at the end of the session today, I want to extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Shafique Ahmed for your invaluable contribution to this learning session. Your insightful presentation provided us with a wealth of knowledge. I would like to thank Association of Indian Management Schools for giving such a platform to learn through this kind of session. My heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Sudhir Sharma, President of AIMS, all the board members of AIMS, AIMS secretariats, and to all the participants. Thank you for your time and effort. Your engagement made the session interactive and successful. We look forward to future opportunities to learn together again. Thank you all.
Shall we end the session?
Priya madam, shall we end the session?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.